The sun hangs low over the azure waters of the Mediterranean, casting long golden streaks across the bustling harbor of Alexandria. Ships sway gently against the stone docks, their sails fluttering in the salty wind, while the cries of merchants and sailors weave a vibrant tapestry of life. Yet beneath this lively surface, a city stands on the precipice of monumental change, a place where the ambitions of empires and the fate of a queen converge with the inexorable march of history. In the heart of this ancient jewel, Cleopatra XII, the last sovereign of Egypt's Ptolemaic Dynasty, moves with a quiet, almost haunting grace, her presence commanding the gaze of all who enter her court. Her eyes, dark and searching, reflect both the brilliance of her city and the looming shadow of Rome, a power she must navigate with intellect, charm, and strategic audacity. Inside the marble halls of her palace, scented with the rich fragrance of myrrh and incense, Cleopatra paces, contemplating alliances and threats alike. The walls, adorned with vibrant frescoes depicting gods and kings, seem to whisper the stories of generations long past, reminding her that she carries not only the crown but the weight of an entire civilization. Beyond the palace walls, Alexandria itself pulses with life and intrigue. Scholars debate in the shadowed libraries, their voices rising in passionate cadence over the scrolls that hold the accumulated knowledge of centuries. Markets overflow with spices, silks, and treasures from distant lands, a testament to the city's unmatched wealth and cosmopolitan splendor. Yet, even amidst this abundance, tension simmers. Roman legions encroach upon the Mediterranean coastline, and whispers of rebellion stir among factions both loyal and hostile. Cleopatra knows that the survival of her dynasty, and perhaps the legacy of Egypt itself, hinges upon her next moves. Her encounter with Julius Caesar, a man whose reputation precedes him, unfolds not merely as a political alliance, but as a collision of destiny and desire. The Queen's legendary intelligence shines in their conversations, each word carefully measured, each glance a strategic maneuver. She understands the language of power, both spoken and unspoken, and wields it with precision, forging a bond that will shape the fate of nations. Even as victory seems within reach, danger lurks in the shadows. Rivals in Alexandria's court, envious of her influence, plot with silent malice, while Rome's corridors of power are rife with ambition, jealousy, and duplicity. Cleopatra moves with the awareness that the world she knows could vanish in an instant, replaced by chaos and conquest. Time flows relentlessly, carrying with it both triumphs and tragedies. Cleopatra's later encounters with Mark Antony, the Roman general whose strength matches the ferocity of his ambition, deepen the saga of love, loyalty, and political theater. Their union is celebrated and condemned in equal measure, a dance of passion, intertwined with strategy, echoing through the streets and temples of Alexandria. Together, they confront the tidal forces of history, aware that their every choice will be scrutinized, and their every victory tempered by the looming shadow of Rome. The city becomes both stage and battlefield, its splendor illuminated by the brilliance of Cleopatra's presence, even as the inevitable approach of Octavian's forces threatens to consume all she has built. In the quiet chambers of her palace, moments before the final chapter unfolds, Cleopatra reflects upon a life of brilliance and resilience. The weight of crowns and the burdens of empires press heavily upon her shoulders, yet her mind remains sharp, her spirit unbroken. Even as the echoes of war drum through the streets, she summons the courage that has defined her reign, poised to leave a legacy that will endure far beyond the walls of Alexandria. As the sun dips beneath the horizon, painting the sky in fiery shades of red and gold, Alexandria stands at the threshold of a new era. Cleopatra's story, a tapestry of ambition, intellect, passion, and tragedy, reaches its poignant crescendo. Her name, whispered across centuries, becomes a symbol of the final brilliance of a kingdom that once commanded the world's gaze. And in the shadows of history, the Queen's gaze lingers, a reminder of the delicate interplay between power and mortality, love and strategy, ambition and fate. The sands of time swallow the footsteps of emperors and the echoes of war, yet Cleopatra's final glow endures, illuminating the path of memory, legend, and history.